I always think there's a particular necessity to shyness in a human life. We often think in today's world that shyness is a fault in a person, and certainly our social media and our television, presents us only with examples of people who have had any iota of shyness beaten out of them. So we start to think that shyness is something you're supposed to get over, actually, and shyness is something you're supposed to leave behind, and shyness is something you're supposed to beat out of yourself. Yeah. But shyness tells you that you're in the hall of presence. Shyness tells you that you're in proximity to something or someone or a life that you're desperate to have, and you do not know how to begin the conversation. And it's lovely if we think, speaking about our physical bodies, if we just allow ourselves to immerse ourselves in a physical memory of sheer incapacitating shyness that we may have had in our life at one time. It's almost always because we were in the presence of something that we knew we wanted at a deep core, and we just did not know how to stretch out and touch it or invite it or even begin the conversation. I'm not really a shy person myself, as you probably ascertained. But I do remember being beautifully shy in the presence of Seamus Heaney when I first met him. And he was someone who I felt held a really beautiful, inviting hospitality to the word, and who lived his life in an incredibly humble way that was played out on a world stage. I mean, this is a man, very humble background in rural Northern Ireland, who eventually won the Nobel Prize, but who remained himself, as I can attest, having met him for 3 shy conversations in my life. Yeah. And when I think back to the first time when I was so young, it was a lovely moment, actually, that I just allowed myself not to know what to say. And I did eventually ask him a question about a poem he'd written. And he gave me a beautiful koan-like enigmatic answer, which was a question in itself, which stayed with me for months. It was just a beautiful encounter. And the beauty came out of the fact that I did not know what to say. It came out of that shyness. Yeah.